right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting the morning off. It's still raining. I feel like it's been raining in Connecticut for the past like 3 or 4 days. It's quite annoying actually, but starting the morning off. Chuck just got the cam sensors into the 370Z. I just went for a drive. With some luck, it hasn't gone in the limp mode yet, but I'm just gonna let it sit here, run. I'm gonna go for another test drive and just like keep driving it around and confirm that this thing is good, because it could be finicky, man. This thing, it'll be good, and then all of a sudden it's not good for a long time. So just want to keep driving it, keep letting it run. It doesn't hurt to let it just sit out there. Good news, Buddy Orion saw the picture that I sent him last night, and he was like, dang, I gotta get on this thing ASAP. So he actually just got out of work now. He's going to his shop to pull the M52 engine off of his parts car, so we can actually go pick that up today. So now, we have no time to waste on the E30. We're about to pull the trans, pull the clutch, get this thing on an engine stand, pop the harness off, and then we just need the oil pan off of this car, because obviously this one's turboed. It has the oil return bung and everything, and I don't know if Orion's has that like drilled out oil gear, because you're supposed to like lock the oil nut gear because it likes to back out, and then if you got no nut, then your gear pops off, then you got no oil pressure for your oil pump. So that's very important. So with that being said, we're gonna get this thing onto an engine stand, get the trans off, clutch off, harness off, and let's get it. That's good. All right, boys, well, as you can see, we just got the trans off. We're getting the engine stand on it right now. We got the engine harness off. We just got the clutch off. And I did want to say, I want to give another big shout out to FCP Euro. When I originally built the E30, they hooked me up with all the gaskets, this brand new twin disc clutch, and they really helped me get this build along. So I just want to give a reminder that FCP did help me build this car, and I'm very grateful for that. But while they're throwing that on the stand now, I'm gonna go for the second test drive. This thing's been running for a straight hour, so let's go for another drive, I guess. Other than the wheels and the alignment, this car is driving really good right now. We had a little hiccups, and I think it's because the evap is a little messed up, but we can look into that a little further. But I don't know, I want to say like this thing is better. You just don't know with this car, man. I'm telling you, this car is really weird. But regardless, I know at the end of everything, I want this fixed. So I want to source a rear bumper. It got burned on Drift Week, and it's driving me nuts. It just looks like garbage. So I need to find a bumper to get that sprayed and figure out what wheels I want to let this thing go on, because I think we're going to put the 57DRs onto the JZX. Silver coils, dude. Those just came in for the JZX today. Really excited about that. But if I'm blind spots with 370Zs everywhere, high gear. I want to fix the exhaust. I want to figure out the wheel situation, do a nut and bolt check. It was just on Drift Week and everything. Get the back bumper painted. And before we do sell it, I do owe Natalie some drive time, and I do want to take her to Englishtown and see what she can do. And the Z, I can't sell the Z without confirming that it's good. If the Z can make it a full drift day at Englishtown, I think it's fair to say that it's fixed. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try to make that happen sometime this month. I think she'll be really excited about it. Let's get back to the shop, keep messing with the E30. All right, turbo manifold is coming off right now. I'm currently working on the GTR. I found the gas leak. It's just one of these lines. It goes like under, like right on the side of the gas tank, and it goes to a hard line. I think these lines are just old and the clamps are old, so I'm just gonna replace both these lines just so that won't happen again. Replace the clamps, and then we'll be all good there. We're still trying to figure out if we should body fill or weld this, because I said I was gonna body fill it in the comments and everyone cried about it. Then I was like, you know what, screw it. They want me to weld it, I'm gonna weld it. And then I started reading comments of, I guess DJ B-Hall just went to go weld these things and it shattered the back. I don't want to run the risk of doing that, so we might just fill them just for the sake of doing it. I talked to Mark, he's like, yeah, fill them. Like, I don't care. So if Mark's car, if he doesn't care, then after thinking about it, I do want to weld them, but if there's any chance of this shattering, I don't really want to take that chance, because then now I'm responsible for this. I got to fix that. Like, that's a nightmare. That's expensive. So, I don't know. We're still trying to figure it out, but either way, someone's going to cry about it, so F you. All right, just replaced the gas lines on the GTR. Leak test is a success. Everything looks good down here, no leakage. Super happy about that. Now, you guys are probably gonna see this and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I don't even know what I'm watching anymore, but we got the blueberry on the lift. We're trying to come up with a game plan about this now that I'm home for at least a month here. We can actually really get some good progress going on this car. I actually have to leave right now because I gotta go pick up the new engine for this car. We were actually about to bring this car out and put this on the lift before that, but we don't have the correct tire sizes for the front. So I didn't want to put the coilovers on and have these jank, ugly wheels and like, oh, look at my car, it still looks like crap. You know, I want to show the silver coilovers, I want to lower it, and then I want to see what it looks like on the 57 DRs. So we're gonna hold off on that. We're gonna order some tires from Tire Streets. Use code Miata15 if you need some tires. But yeah, we're gonna raise this up. A few things we're gonna do today is we're gonna put the gas tank in. We need to put all of the brake lines in, because if you guys remember, Will, like a while ago, he sanded the bottom of the car completely down to bare metal, and we finally got that Raptor line throughout the whole underneath of the car. So this car is literally brand new. Raptor line through the whole thing, and then brand new subframes, bushings, you name it. Like, this car is gonna be 100% fresh. We got the gas lines and everything right here ready to go. So while I go get the new engine, Matt and Chuck, they're gonna start boogieing down on this thing. It's been a long time, so it's time to start doing something about it. Dang, she's looking good under here. Obviously, we still have a lot of work to do with this car, but you know, baby steps. We're just gonna take it slow. We're gonna just start with the easy stuff and stuff that we know that we have. So then little ways down the line, there's more motivation because this car is close to being done. So super stoked on it. We're starting. The daily drive, just cruising along. I need freaking wipers. Just a little boost, just a little bit. There she is, the new engine. Dude, thank you for getting this done super fast. Yeah, I appreciate it. Didn't you say you were gonna have it out like sometime next week?
I said next week, but you know, when you said you needed it, I was like, bro, I got you.
Yeah, no, I sent you that picture, and then you literally told me, you're like, yeah, I'll have it out tomorrow. I'm like, oh, sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, now here it is. I need to change like the oil pan gasket and stuff, and I was looking at a couple things. I'm like, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna get this done because I'm gonna have to order this stuff, but you got that stuff in stock?
Right, yeah, I forgot about that. I'll go grab it.
Yeah, oil pan gasket, the oil filter housing. What's up with the thermostat housing? Do you have that too?
You want to do the rear main while you're at it?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I might as well if you have it.
Right here.
Oh, here, yeah, no, I guess so. Damn it. All right, we got a little more work than I thought, but we're gonna load this up to the truck. I'd use Matt's truck because I don't even have my own. But yeah, let's load this thing up. Well, I hope this still sounds okay. I just realized the mic fell off of this camera and I let Natalie take my car, so I don't have the mic. Last night we picked up the M52, everything went good. Kind of just dropped it off. Chuck came in this morning, he got the engine on the engine stand and everything, and he started to actually take everything that we needed off the old M52 and put it onto the new M52. Now, it's weird, the M50s actually had metal oil filter housings and the M52s had the plastic one right here, but I guess it kind of makes sense because as cars get newer, they tend to just put everything plastic. I don't know why they do that, I guess for weight or whatever, cheapness. But right now we're putting the brand new oil filter gasket housing on. Chuck already switched over all of that stuff for the turbo feed and the coolant lines, and we're kind of chugging along. We got the new pickup from the old engine onto here. The only thing we need to do is when you start to make power with the M52s, you have to make sure you drill out this little hole right here and lock this nut, because when you make some power, that nut likes to back out, this sprocket pops off, and then you lose oil pressure. So we're gonna try to do this nicely and try to reuse this, just because we don't really have time to wait on a new one. But I mean, it's literally just a metal string, so it shouldn't be too bad. But after that, we got a brand new oil pan gasket from our friend Orion. We got a rear main seal. We got a brand new oil filter. All of that is good. So pretty excited about this. We checked the oil when we drained this. There was no metal shavings in the oil or anything, so we should be pretty good. It must have just cracked like a piston or something, but it's all good because we got the new engine. We're working on that and things are going pretty smoothly. All right, guys, it's December 31st, which means Happy New Year to all of you guys. Hopefully you guys have a good time tonight. Don't drink and drive. That is absolutely dumb, but I do want to say I am very stoked on how this week went for us at the shop. As you guys know, we got the new M52 from my friend friend Orion. We started swapping everything. We got the oil pan on, we got the new nut on to lock the oil gear, and pretty much all we need to do now is we got to put the intake manifold on, we got to get the harness all dialed up, and I get the turbo manifold on, and this thing will be ready to drop into the E30. I can't express how excited this makes me, because when the car blew up, I guess it blew up, it just lost compression in one cylinder. When the engine blew up, I was like, dang, like I honestly don't know when I'm gonna get to this. I don't really have much motivation to get this thing done, but going to the LZ compound, driving those E36s, it really just made me fall in love with these engines again, and now I'm working on them. Like, oh, they're not that fun, but I feel like I haven't done it too much to actually like be like, oh yeah, this is just like a Miata engine. But at the end of the day, like most car stuff is pretty much the same. It's just in a different platform. Blueberry, little update on this. We didn't get to do all of the things that I said early this video. What we have been doing with the Blueberry is just sourcing all of the parts, because keep in mind, I took apart and crashed my first white Roadster about 3 or 4 years ago. And if you guys missed that video, I did talk about it. We were testing the car right next to my old shop in Florida. We had this little straightaway road that led to the main road, and we were doing pulls up and down the strip. That's what we called it there, the drag strip. And my throttle cable ended up getting stuck full. By the time I was able to actually realize what was going on, it was too late. We were already going way too fast, so I had no option but to lock up the brakes, turn the wheel to the left, and then absolutely destroying this curb, destroying the T's. We got them rebuilt. Destroying the T's, we got them rebuilt and everything. Pushed the engine into the firewall, just completely totaling the whole car. We were able to find a lot of the goodies, like the transmission, the drive shaft, the gas tank, the cross member, the metal frame rails, the OS Geiken clutch. Like, we have about 90% of the stuff, and pretty much the 10% that we're missing is the stuff that got ruined into the crash. So, like, we need a radiator, we need an oil cooler, we need lines, little things like that, and then we need the big ticket items. Like, talking to Ben from Artec, he said that I should change the turbo setup on this, so it's instant spool, little less power, but this thing will be a autocross track car killer. And it already slayed. Like, I did a couple autocrosses in this car, or not this car, the other Roadster, and I think we ended up getting first place like 3 or 4 times, which was really cool, and it was really exciting. We actually ended up getting our first 10-9 with the white Roadster as well, so it definitely has been a journey, and I think I kind of took this car for granted for the last like year and a half, but like having it back on the lift and like actually coming to the shop every day and like working, it's been fun, and we've had a lot of motivation here, and I'm very excited to bring you guys along. We're really trying to get as many cars fixed in running and driving condition as humanly possible here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a great New Year's, and like I said, be safe but party hard, and that's all I gotta say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.